The following is a presentation of TFNN. The TFNN Bull Bear Trading Hour. Every trading day, live at 10 a.m. Eastern. Call now, toll free at 877-927-6648 or internationally at 727-873-7618. The TFNN Bull Bear Trading Hour. Now, Tom and Tommy O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. Appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. We have the Dow Industrials up 177, Nasdaq's up 97, S&Ps are up 37. Sounds like a lot of points.
It does. Context can be everything, right?
Big time.
Context.
Gold contract flat at 1477. Silver flat, $16.40. Light sweet crude, $54.89 a barrel. Notes and bonds. Bottom line, 10-year note down 10 ticks, 129.16. 30-year down 13, 160.10. The 10-year, folks, yesterday hit 1.67 yield. Okay, 1.31's coming at us. That's the lows flat out. King dollar up 167 ticks, trading 97.475. The euro's at 111. The yen is at 106.55, and the pound is at 122 to $1 US. Let's go over to our man, Mr. Kevin Hinks at TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim, as we do each Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And don't forget, folks, every trading day right here, 11 to 12 Eastern Standard Time, you want to understand the option market, strategies on options, futures, great program. I'll tell you something. Bottom line, we get a social war, we get a tariff war, we get a currency war. Bottom line is that you better understand probabilities and defined risk.
I was going to say, there's some risk in there, man.
Currency wars, let me tell you, this is taking me right back to 1998, folks, because currency wars are a whole different animal, man. Every countries think they know where all the debt is. They think they know where the companies are. It's not even close, man. Companies have debt in all different denominations around the world, and that's where these events come out of nowhere. Kevin Hinks, what's going on?
Good morning, Tom. Good morning, Tommy. You know, these are the days, really, and not just days, but, days that we're trading here where you never want the bell to ring.
Yes.
These are great trading days. And for your viewers and the people that listening to this show, don't think of it any more than that. Think of it as great trading days. And in a summer, end of July, early August, where there's less eyes on the market, get a 23, 24 volatility, and this is a gift to us to trade these markets right now. So, you should be letting it rip right now and playing for movement.
Yeah,
right?
Absolutely.
I mean, 'cause the only thing we're going to count on in the next couple weeks is movement. Look at the overnight action on the E-minis. When we announced, this currency manipulation accusation, the E-minis traded down to 27.75. They're almost 100 points higher than that now, guys.
It's remarkable.
Think about that. That's the E-minis. That's not the Dow. That's the S&P 500.
Exactly.
Remarkable.
And, folks, with Kevin saying, this is really important to wrap your head around, that when you're trading, what happens is that, if you're a bull or a bear, if you get a steady trend on the way up, great, you can do well. If you get a steady trend on the way down, you can do well. What happens, this is a trader's dream, and there's no reason to back off from it, because what ends up happening is that no matter what side you're actually on, if you're paying attention to and you have the right strategy, you can make money. And it's not, sometimes it's just a strategy, Kevin, right? I mean, the bottom line is then you got to take it off. Because you have a two-sided, very volatile market, and that's a trader's dream, man. There's no doubt.
These are markets. I mean, think about it. If you were patient yesterday and nibbled, down by the lows of this market, you made 200 Dow points by the end of the day.
Right.
Yeah.
We rallied in the last hour about 200 Dow points.
Right.
And then overnight, an unbelievable amount. Now, this is another reason why people with larger accounts and more active traders should have a futures account, because most of the move overnight was done by, I'd say, 11 o'clock at night. The futures had come almost all the way back to where they were. So, I mean, a big move happened overnight. And so if you didn't have a futures account, this, which can trade basically 23 and a half hours, those are the people that maybe were able to take advantage of that. And what do I mean by that? Well, maybe if you've hedged your portfolio with futures, like a beta weighting scenario,
sure,
you could take off the future, right, and buy it in at those lows and reestablish the long deltas. So there's so many things you could have done, but stay in these markets, especially if you're a trader and not an investor, and just keep sell a little on the upside, buy a little on the downside, and play the ebb and flow. It's an exciting time to be trading, and summer doesn't always give us these opportunities.
No. And what seems to happen too, folks, okay, which is pretty cool, when this comes in, this just doesn't go away. You know, whether it's going to be 6 weeks, 8 weeks, 10 weeks, you know what I mean? When this comes in, most of the time, you know, you have the volatility. It comes out of nowhere. And as I was saying in the intro, Kevin, with this currency deal, if I've learned anything, what happens is that countries know where their own debt is. What they don't know is where all the companies that are inside the country, where is the debt been issued and what currencies they've been issued. And that's a big deal, and that's not even where the normal problem comes. What happens is that the normal problem will come from someone else making a trade off of that other one, and then all of a sudden it comes out of nowhere. Because in 1998, folks, this agent contagion came out of nowhere. I mean, it came out of Singapore, and it's like, really, you know, what do we have to, you know, it came out of a very small place, but guess what? There were very large players that had bet the opposite way on that, which came right back to the United States. You know, it took what, 12 weeks. But, you know, as that played out, that was a currency deal, was a bond deal. You know.
Tom, the last time, as you know, 2011, the last time China devalued their currency, it was 1.87% on the 11th of August. And then the next day, the 12th, it was another 1.6%. So I think a lot of people were thinking this was going to be more than one day. And I think when China actually came out overnight and supported their currency, that's when this market did a big 180 and headed to the upside.
Right.
Very interesting trade, though.
Oh, amazing.
I went to bed a little early last night, and I had to do a double take when I got up and saw the futures this morning.
Yeah.
You weren't expecting to see green, were you?
No. I said, whoa, what did I miss, man?
And folks, if you didn't see it, what happened, our market's closed. About a half hour after our market's closed, S&P's get down 33. And as Tommy's just saying, guess what? Bing! They not only go flat, they go up 33.
It was, right? It was just,
the Dow overnight, the Dow futures had about a 700-point range.
Yeah. Amazing.
I mean, that is amazing. That's a great year.
Right? It overnight.
There's no doubt.
We got the 10-year yielding 1.75%, and you got the Dow up 3% in the span of, hours.
The yields is no doubt, folks. They're going to write books about this because it's shocking. There's no doubt. I just put this up here, and what you're going to see, this is the 10-year yield. Yesterday, you get down and you hit 1.67. Guess what? 1.31. You're right next to it, man. So we're at 1.76 right now. But bottom line is that we'll see what happens when we get there, man. It's going to go visit its old friends.
Yeah, can you imagine Jerome Powell's wake-up call yesterday? Good morning, Mr. Powell. The Chinese just devalued their currency. Have a nice day.
Yeah, and
totally.
then right after the market, and now they're a manipulator. We're going to ramp it up.
Right.
Here we go.
All right. Folks, right here, 45 minutes from now, outstanding program. Kevin, you have a great one, safe one. Of course, we look forward to the program.
Thanks for having me on, guys. Disney today.
Oh, yeah.
Disney,
I like it. Rocking
Disney
and rolling.
Plus.
Stay right there. Tommy and I come right back, folks.
If you're not currently using the TAS Profile Scanner when looking at setting up your trading opportunities, then your arsenal is short a mighty weapon. The TAS Profile Scanner is a standalone piece of software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Headed by Steve Dahl, TAS understands that in today's technological world, the use of top-flight software applications and technical analysis expertise is essential to successful trading in today's market. You also gain access to the webinar that Steve Dahl and Tom O'Brien just hosted, The Best Way to Use the TAS Profile Scanner to Profit. This webinar archive is available for all subscribers immediately upon signing up. All new subscriptions also come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Start your subscription by visiting the front page of TFNN.com today, and you'll find the TAS Profile Scanner under the Services tab. Sign up today. Are you in the market for buying or selling real estate in the Bay Area, including the surrounding St. Petersburg, Tampa, and Clearwater markets? Tiger Real Estate LLC is a firm that has extensive experience in the Tampa Bay area. Whether you're looking to sell your current property for maximum value, or you're in the market for a second home or investment property, Tiger Realty has the experience across all areas of real estate in the Tampa Bay area to help buyers and sellers make the most informed decisions across all price levels. From the price you should be paying per square foot in certain up-and-coming areas to the type of cash flow investment properties are capable of creating, Tiger Real Estate can help you make the best decision when it comes to all areas of the market. Before you make one of the biggest decisions of your financial future, call Tiger Real Estate LLC today at 727-329-8322 or email us at tiger@tfnn.com. That's 727-329-8322. Call us today.
Many of our new listeners have heard about The Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive The Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on The Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com.
TFNN has launched our brand new website. You can still visit us at the same TFNN.com URL, but when you do, you'll see a new and improved homepage with a much simpler navigation, whether you're watching Tiger TV live in high definition or just accessing your newsletter subscriptions. We even have new pricing in 6 months and yearly options. Check out the new TFNN.com now and experience all the upgrades. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now up 62. What happened there?
I was waiting for you to get there. I know.
Totally.
I was like pulling back.
Nasdaq up 54. S&P's up 23.
That was a quick 10 S&P points, maybe
Yeah,
a little more.
You know, and bottom line, folks, my take on this bottom line is that, you know, this is next 6 weeks. Guess what? You got some heavy destruction coming at us, man.
Now, can I ask why you say 6 weeks? Only because I say 15 months is when the election is. That's my running joke of just 6, you know, like 6, 8, 10, 12 weeks to Kevin. In my head, I was literally like 15 months.
Why? Okay, so what normally happens is this. Like, we've been going up so long. In 6 to 7 weeks, it's amazing how much destruction a market can actually get. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So you get bounces in between it. That seems...
It's just a general time frame.
It is. It doesn't mean, well, there's a stop.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
But and it has to do with what I expect you're going to see here. Well, you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days just turned around, and what is that? Gave back, what did I get this on?
That's about 6 months.
Yeah,
Call
so 5 days, 6 months.
6 months.
So you can imagine 6 weeks.
Yeah.
You know.
And just before you, we'll go back, maybe it'll get it. I was just going to show the recent, nope, we're there. Okay. Nope. Okay. This decline is, you know, a couple months, whatever it is, right? This is daily. So where do you go from? May 1st to
June.
So 5 weeks.
Yeah.
That's kind of in general the same.
And this is only 4 days.
Yeah, I know. Crazy, right?
You know, if we take a look at this S&P, the cash, your first leg is, you know, the last leg in June. You know, that's just sticking out like a sore thumb. 27.28. Which last night we hit 28.27, 28.22. And then the big number, folks, is December. That's really going to be the real question.
Yes.
You know, and if we get a bounce, which I suspect we're going to get a bounce, but you get that bounce in light volume, then you're setting up the probability of a very large ABC structure on the way down.
Sure.
You know, the WAN. Let's go take a look at the WAN because this gets interesting watching how this shakes out. So. My take is that this thing's going to go to 8, and it's not a far reach because when we take a look at this, what you're going to see is that first, I'll bring this back. Let's see. There's about, I think it's, well, it's to 2010.
Yeah.
And you can see, the bottom line is that you launched 6.99 in a huge way.
Yes.
So if we just take, we don't have volume on this, but if you just take measurements of how you normally do it, you take the top of that and then just take the bottom of this, that's 6.23.
Yep.
So let's say it's 0.75 or something, right?
Yep.
And 0.75, you get to 7.75.
Yes.
And guess what? That's easily doable because and that's without even a so-called currency war, because what happens is that if you're a fundamentalist and you're looking at the aspect of what currency is worth, well, if the country gets less business, your currency is worth less. So the numbers came out yesterday that the country is getting less, but we're getting, the
country, the U.S. or China? Which one?
Both. China was down coming into the U.S. by, I believe it's about 13%. Now they're still up, but they're down year over year 13%, but they're still up.
China imports or exports? I'm sorry, I'm following.
That's
GDP.
That's imports from China into the U.S.
Okay.
That we're importing still.
So that's our imports from China.
Down. But guess what? Our exports to China down 19%.
Okay.
Monster number. That's a monster number. Because I don't think people were expecting that. But guess what? You can just take the agricultural deal on that, and it's going to be a lot bigger than that.
Okay.
Because agriculture is our biggest export to China.
Sure.
And now, guess what? They're not going to buy. So it's going to be a while watching this shake out. Gold, we go to the gold contract, and bottom line is that you got a monster ABC up. You're up $5. You know what the amazing thing this morning is that gold wasn't backing off when the S&P came back so dramatically, right? Once I saw the S&P, I said, oh, gold's going to back off a little, but guess what? The run's here, folks. You got, let's see.
Backed off a little bit, as in that high of 1486 correlates to that low of the markets last night, right to a T, and then it bounced. So
yesterday you did 534,000 contracts. Big number.
Yeah.
This baby wants higher price, and of course the notes and the bonds are the biggest deal, man. It's like, oh my God.
Yeah. That move. We were just.
You remember I was looking for 1.71, and that seemed like so far away.
Yeah.
And then a couple weeks ago I says, okay, 1.31, but 1.71 got taken apart, folks, so quick. It's insane.
Yeah. Because we were at 2% on Thursday.
Yeah.
And it's only Tuesday.
Exactly.
We're at 2% on Thursday, and we hit 1.67% on Monday.
Yeah. And it's like that move, and this is...
I say 2? What were it? It was 2.1 even, right? 2.05 on Thursday.
Right.
And then, that's just mammoth, man. I was saying to Basil on the show yesterday that, I was out...
Yeah, you had quite a day yesterday.
I know, right? I was out a couple of days the end of last week, right? And I saw the market, of course, just checking in Thursday and Friday. I hadn't seen the yield start to slip.
Right.
And so when I really got back into looking at everything early Monday morning, I said, whoa, 1.75.
I know.
And I said in my head at first, I said, oh, I must be mistaken. We must not have been at 2 on Thursday.
Right.
Because we're at 1.75. No, we were there. Yeah.
You're there. And you can see, folks, if you're watching Tiger TV, it's not going to be hard to blow away these lows. You're charging into these lows, and, we're talking about some wide bars here. Yeah. And you charge in with wide bars, it's like, okay.
Well, we just dropped 0.3%. So we're only about 0.3% from those levels. So you better imagine that it's in play when you're right there in terms of we just got there over the course of 2 to 3 days. And I don't say it jokingly as in that 15 months. Like I don't see the rhetoric ratcheting down. If anything, I see it ratcheting up. This market is getting a huge pop on supposedly, just to bring it back to the yuan, right? In terms of you start getting some yuan strength all the way from 7.14 to a charge by almost midnight Eastern time of 7.05, right? So the market liked to see that. We're still sitting above 7. How is that? What's putting a catalyst into this market?
Right. That's just a market, right?
Yeah.
It's a market bounce, right?
Well, no, that could be China, but it's still above 7, which was the huge headline as of Monday. So why is that a huge reprieve?
Right.
In light of now they're a manipulator, that's debatable. You had Larry Summer out there,
Right.
making some pretty valid points in terms of, listen, if anything, China has curbs on outflows of the country and et cetera, as into...
they don't want to see the yuan leave.
Yeah, I mean, they could very easily allow the yuan to plummet in a further version just by not having regulations that strengthen it.
Right.
So to consider that a manipulation to devalue it when they won't even let their own citizens bring their currency out of the country, it's pretty debatable there.
And so watch how this works too, folks, because this is pretty amazing. That they don't have, is it a $20 one? I think it's $20. Yeah. They don't have a piece of paper over, I think it's $20. Remember
okay. They have very low value currency, is that what
yeah,
they don't want people to be able to take.
You need
right. So imagine the U.S. if they
house.
only had $5 bills. That way,
exactly.
You can't take a lot of money out of the country.
Exactly.
Oh boy.
Dow's up 109, Nasdaq's up 63, S&P's up 28, gold's up $4. Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I come right back.
Hi folks, Tom O'Brien here. If you'd like to get my daily newsletter, Market Insights, then now is a great time to sign up for a 30-day free trial. Every morning by 9:30, I send out my morning letter to subscribers with market commentary on a variety of markets, currencies, and commodities to keep investors up to date on the day's trading action. Included in Market Insights are specific buy and sell recommendations for stocks, ETFs, and even options, with stops and price targets included for every trade in my newsletter. If you'd like to try my newsletter risk-free for 30 days, then head over to the front page of TFNN and you'll find Market Insights under Trading Newsletters. I use my years of trading experience to bisect and dissect the market every morning and give my subscribers the most important information they need to know for the day ahead. I even issue afternoon updates for my subscribers whenever warranted with important market action. I'm always scouring the market for the next great trading opportunity. Sign up for your 30-day free trial to my daily newsletter, Market Insights, today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Wow! Go get 'em, folks.
The Path of Least Resistance is David White's daily trading newsletter, and if you're looking for active trading ideas, then now's a perfect time for a 30-day free trial to this powerful daily trading advisory service. David uses his years of trading experience to offer his subscribers his trading ideas each morning in his Path of Least Resistance newsletter. Using a combination of equity trades along with options, David keeps his subscribers up to date with all pertinent market information with intraday afternoon updates when warranted. Don't miss out on this great chance to get a 30-day free trial to David's daily newsletter, The Path of Least Resistance, with no obligation to pay anything. David has been delivering solid recommendations for his subscribers recently, and if you'd like to see the type of newsletter he delivers every morning, then visit the front page of TFNN and you'll find The Path of Least Resistance under Trading Newsletters. For all the details and to start your 30-day free trial today, log on to TFNN.com now. TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. 877-927-6648. So check this out. This is, and this just cracks me up, man. So you got the electronic truck maker in talks to reopen the closed Ohio car factory that Trump had championed, reported a dismal quarter for results of the vehicle shipments ground to a halt. Now, if you had read the story at the beginning, folks, the savior, the so-called savior that was coming into this plant, you know, never has done any business. I mean, you know, that's right from the get-go. But now you know it. They look at this. Workhorse Group had $6,000 in sales and posted a net loss of $36.9 million.
Yeah, I don't think the word dismal for dismal quarter is strong enough.
Seriously, man.
You might have to throw a few expletives to really get across how abysmal that those numbers are. And,
So the Cincinnati-based company announced in May it was in discussions with General Motors to form a new affiliate that will buy the automaker's shuttered plant. Give me a break.
Yeah, and so you had Trump out there, I guess, they preempting their announcement, right? And saying an hour ahead of when they announced it, tweeting in all caps, great news for Ohio.
Yeah.
United Auto Workers local president told Bloomberg he was unaware of the discussions and the union issued a statement calling for GM to assign a new product to the plant and keep operating it. Yeah.
As Trump told his supporters, don't sell your house because jobs are coming back. There you go, folks.
I don't know.
You
spent $37 million.
They get 6,000 in sales, man.
Yeah,
it's a lot of cars.
What is that per dollar? We'll do 37 million divided by 6,000 because I think they're spending a little bit too much money for every dollar of revenue they're pulling in.
And what did happen? I hunted that first story. I hunted that company. The company hasn't done anything for years, man.
It's literally spending $5,000 for every dollar you get in sales.
Yeah.
So $5,000 for every dollar you get in sales.
Sick. Let's take a look at some of the higher volume equities out here. The inside the market right now, you get let's see. So we get Advanced Micro up 44 cents. Apple's up $2. It should be. It was down so much yesterday.
That's what AMD was hit hard. Nvidia was hit hard. Those chip stocks yesterday.
Microsoft up 225.
Yeah.
You got Mosaic is down 256. Yeah, that was interesting here. Let's look at this one because these companies had some juice underneath them, but Mosaic. Yeah.
Oh, they got earnings too. That's
and they cut their that's what they let's see.
Okay, maybe the second one.
Right there, yeah. They missed estimates. Okay, so Mosaic cut its adjusted earnings per share forecast for the year.
It's a wide range they give themselves.
Yeah.
$1.10 to $1.50, and they were looking for $1.50 to $2.
Look at that.
Yeah.
That's a big number, man.
Yeah.
That's a big number.
So
Potash sales volume 2.2 million to 2.4.
Let's see their fiscal, just to break it down, fiscal year adjusted earnings, 1.8 to 2 billion. They were looking for 2 to 2.3. That's straight earnings to the bottom line, man. That's a big one.
I'm going to pull CF up. We had CF, and we did all right with this. This would be interesting. It pulls back. Yeah, see, it's not moving. Okay, so that's a different situation there. So when you look at CF Industries, they're in the same business.
Okay.
It's interesting. That's that's not pulling back at all, and that went topside. I mean, they came out with numbers, and they were good numbers.
Yeah.
But isn't that intriguing? Man?
Yeah.
It's like okay.
How about Snapchat? They're coming out with $1 billion debt issuance, I believe.
Okay.
Maybe dig into the news for them before.
Yeah. Look at that. It's pulling back to a breakout area.
Yeah.
So you got Snap plans to raise $1 billion through convertible private placement. Let's see.
Nice round number. $1 billion.
I know.
Sitting in the boardroom. How much should we go for? Let's go for $1 billion.
Exactly. The current low rate environment means we have an attractive opportunity to complete this offering.
Yeah. Can't argue with that, man. You want to issue some debt?
Yeah.
Now is a good time to do it. And that's even residential, man. Think about refinancing.
Oh.
You need an auto loan.
Yeah.
You better be able to get a good rate, man, let alone,
There's no
0%, 1%, 2.9% on some of those, 1.9%, especially if you have some decent credit. It's it doesn't get much better.
No,
I mean, even if you're looking for 1.31, right? We were just at 1.67.
I know.
As in not much opportunity risk, as in you lock in 1.7.
That's right.
Oh, geez, shame on you, you missed 1.4, versus we were just at 2.05 3 days ago. So,
It's a great way to look at it, too.
Yeah.
Because what happens is that it's like you can't worry about that even go to zero because guess what? Your probability...
Hey, if we go to zero... You can refinance again because that's a full two percentage points, man, almost from where we were on Thursday.
God,
I mean, very true.
No, it's so
not bad.
Crazy.
Yeah.
And this gold. We know that the stream is inside the gold market. Bottom line, folks, they're Royal Gold now. I think it's $20 over its breakout area. Yeah, it's $20. It's $120. You're at 100 is a breakout area.
Okay.
That's a decisive break. Franco, Nevada, FNV. This was having a little bit harder time, but I believe this is still only like $3 over, I think. But it's 86 to 90.
Yeah.
You know.
I'm going to jump around a little bit, but did you catch, by chance, on 60 Minutes Sunday night? So they had a gold segment.
Oh, really?
And I believe it's one of their older clips. Occasionally they'll just do, rehashes. Even within, they'll mix and match 3 different stories or what they do. And it was talking about South African mining, gold mining companies.
Yeah.
They had the CEO of
Harmony?
Maybe Bernard Swanepoel. You've interviewed him before.
Yeah.
Now, he was with Harmony maybe at one point.
That's right. He was the CEO of Harmony.
No, I think he's with another
else.
company.
Yeah,
So they were talking to him because South African.
Right.
And what it really had to do with is that how deep these mines go.
Right.
And they referenced the gold aspect of things, and they referenced how, man, South Africa, they're really digging through a lot of their reserves, and it's getting so deep in the ground now that it's not economically feasible. And they're not sure what they're going to do when they get that deep.
Know.
Now, where it went to right after that, which was the key structure of the story that was very cool, is that actually looking for deep life forms. And then it verged to the search for life on Mars, and how you have these scientists who actually found these little tiny worms the size of a hair, where they lived almost like 4 miles under the crust of the Earth.
Wow.
And they didn't think life could survive that deep inside the crust anymore. And so now they're saying, well, you know what? There could be life on Mars, because if there is life on Mars, it's going to be deep, 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 where there might have been water. These tiny little, creatures that never see light, never see anything. So it was a very cool story. 60 Minutes, they have a lot of their stories on their website. Check it out.
That's
Sunday
cool.
night. Yeah.
No, that's.
And that's what they when there were scientists doing it at first, they caught a lot of flack from their associates.
Okay.
Saying, what are you doing, man? You're going to go down these gold mines. You're looking for life. It's not going to be there. And they found it. So, the guy said, in the grand scheme, it could be pretty big. He goes, in the tiny scheme, I found a worm.
Hey, listen.
We'll see what happens.
Those mines that we're talking about here, folks, they get on 5 to 10 miles. And can you imagine they're going down in the elevator?
They showed it. And that was one of the cooler parts. You get to gold mining stocks, actually just seeing what it took. And he said, sometimes you're lucky enough to catch a ride, as in, you get down. Sometimes you got to walk some of the path, as in they got all the workers, and they probably don't have everything.
And then sometimes the elevators stop.
Oh, right.
Yeah. And they get them out. And but the bottom line is that
it's remarkable that it's a little city down there. That's what, you get out, it's not the cave you think of in the old days. It's a little city, yet it's, underground for miles and miles.
Yeah, glad I'm not a freaking miner.
Life forms.
Yeah.
Never, seriously.
Dow Industrials up 120, NASDAQ up 76, S&P's up 33. Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I come right back.
If you're in the CD market and looking for a secure investment, the Tiger First Mortgage Program may work for you. The security for these first mortgages are building lots in the tax opportunity zone in St. Petersburg, Florida. The Tax Act of 2018 set up tax-free zones across the country where you can build and hold for 10 years and pay no tax on the profits, which makes these lots valuable. The investment is anywhere from $30,000 to $75,000. The interest paid is 7% yearly, paid on a monthly basis. According to Bankrate.com, the best rate for a 4-year CD in the country as of February 20th is 3.1%. A $50,000 investment at a normal 4-year CD rate of 3.1% would give you income of $1,550 per year or $6,200 over the 4-year period. That same $50,000 investment in the Tiger First Mortgage Program would give you $3,500 per year or $14,000 over the 4 years. Which would you prefer, $6,200 or $14,000 of interest on your investment? If you would like more information about the Tiger First Mortgage Program, you can call me at 877-518-9190. That's 877-518-9190.
If you haven't checked out the newsletters page of TFNN.com, what are you waiting for? All of the TFNN newsletters are informative, up-to-date, affordable, and a must-have for every trader looking to gain a competitive informational edge in today's markets. TFNN newsletters cover every aspect of the markets to offer you the very latest in market news. Plus, new subscribers get to test drive our newsletters risk-free for 30 days. From all aspects of the markets, including stocks, bonds, metals, commodities, and tech, there's a newsletter to fit your needs exclusively from TFNN. Stay informed each day you trade and get that competitive edge that will help you stay ahead of the game. Visit our newsletters page by going to TFNN.com and click the newsletters button near the top of the page. TFNN.com. Educating investors.
Biotech is booming, but for how long? Whether you think the biotech bull has room to run or has run its course, trade LABU or LABD. Direction's daily S&P Biotech 3 times bull and bear ETFs. Visit directioninvestments.com/biotech today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
$48 billion.
Welcome back, folks. So we've actually just brought up...
Yeah, so let's see where he is, right? Bernard Swanepoel, I believe it is. So he was, let's pull it over to career even, they have it. So he's on some boards still right now. They have him on a variety of boards previously. Harmony from 95 to 2007. He was the CEO of Harmony from 1997 to 2007.
Yeah,
there he is, yeah. But he still has some...
Why don't I give him an email so I can get him on? Because, you know, what's interesting here, folks, is that and I've had him on many times, and I've actually sat down with him, the Impala Platinum and Palladium, that's a big company, man.
And you got him up here. We're just breaking through some of the revenue, which they are in the South African Rand, right? And what is the Rand trading at?
14.7 to 1, I think.
Okay, so you'd have to divide that number by 14. Right. So they're a $60 billion company in South Africa. Right. That's what, $4 billion company? Still mammoth. I mean, mammoth for, are you talking about a gold or platinum mining, whatever it is, a metals company, $4 billion? Not bad, man.
And you can see watch the chart, folks. You can see the chart because I mean, it looks good on 6 months, but that's because platinum finally got off the bottom. But look at this. You know, this is platinum's running. You can see this was trading at what is that, 30? Sorry, 38,000 Rand. Now at 76.
Yeah, 36.8.
Yeah. So you can see that, you know, this is a good setup, man. I like this setup. You know, you come off the lows. You have a couple big signs of strength. You know, now the question is, you going to make it through this 8,600? Well, that's pretty cool, man. Going to be wild watching this whole thing shake out, particularly...
even today as we get some volatility and the market's jumping around. I mean, on any normal day, that would have some decent moves right now, 10 points in the S&P left and right.
Yeah.
In light of where we've been, it still just looks like it's jumping around trying to figure out what's going on.
Yeah. Now, if we go over to the yen, folks, what you're going to see is this. The yen, and this moves gold in a big way, this thing came down hard and fast. And, you know, we're going after this 104. 104.87. We hit 105.52. You know, so it's taking a little break here, but this was a monster move, man. This went from 109.32 2 weeks ago. You know, it's only 2 weeks yet. We're only Tuesday, right? Right. Yeah. So it's
it's crazy.
7 trading days.
Seriously.
Now we'll see what ends up happening. My take is that we're going to go to 99 on this thing, and I'll show you why. Because it's not going to take much to, you know, we've been down here a few times at the 104, and then your next leg is at 99. So, and that's what ends up happening. Is that I'm not quite sure why it always works like that, but what happens is that for some reason, when volatility comes in the marketplace, everyone hides in one. I mean, in the yen. Isn't that funny?
Yes, yeah.
And
I was like, won, wait a second.
Yeah, no, they're not hiding in won, they're hiding in yen. And what's amazing is that, you know, this is in a journal this morning, that they've always had a huge problem because so many people save so much money in Japan.
Okay.
And that's what they're saying.
Yes.
That's how they got to negative rates, because they just won't spend it and they
Yes.
save it. Now, what also happens, though, is Japan is the largest owner of everyone else's debt.
Okay.
32 trillion, they said they had this
Shows
morning.
you what happened, right? The savers,
Yes.
they own everybody else's debt.
Yes.
You know, that's how it works.
Yeah.
You're saving, you're not spending. You're the
Right.
person who doesn't need debt. You're the person that's buying
Right.
everybody else's debt,
Right.
and they're paying you. Yeah.
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 You know, in particular, because what happens is that they have to get outside the country
Okay.
because they're in negative. Well, here, watch if we
Yes,
watch
for
this.
sure,
You'll
right.
see that we put this up. Well, let's go down to
There it
Japan.
is.
We're,
Yep. 2/10.
Yeah.
What is
and
that, the 10-year?
That's
Yeah.
the 10-year. We put that on a 5.
Yeah.
It-
Almost 3.
Yeah,
2.8.
not that
Excuse
bad,
me,
right?
0.28.
And then you put it on a 2.
Everything's contexted.
Stays the same.
Yeah.
Look at this, man. So we just put this up. Yeah, I'm going to go back to a 5 for a second, because when you look at it on a 2, our rates are still so high, it's amazing. It's 1.59.
Yeah.
And France is at 0.7% negative.
Yeah, look at Germany, 0.8. Yeah.
Look at Switzerland.
Yeah.
1.1.
Yeah.
Okay, so on a 5,
Look at that.
look at that, man. So
Yeah.
at 5, what we're looking at, folks, still a huge amount of negative rates.
Yes.
Wow. Switzerland's still over 1%.
Yeah.
And we're at 1.54.
You got Germany at almost minus 0.8. You get France at minus 0.6.
Isn't that amazing?
It is.
We're going, you know what? The more I keep looking at this, we're going down to flat rates. And, I'll wait till we get to 1.31, but we break that, we're going the same place, which I hope by then someone's got this thing figured out as to what negative rates
Yeah,
mean.
right. How about Bitcoin?
Oh, yeah. That's
11.7.
Yeah, I know.
Not bad.
XBT.
And it would make sense that as you have a currency war beginning to
yeah.
escalate, that you could see some
Yeah.
escalation in the prices of Bitcoin.
Look at that. And is that 6? That's 6 days. We went from 91.17
Yeah.
to 11,007.
Yeah, and we were higher than that. We were higher than 12,000. So call it basically
Yeah.
almost 9,000 to 12,000, which is literally 33% pop in that span. Yeah. It's Bitcoin bulls. And how about, so I know Thinkorswim, Kevin Inks, you were saying they're going to be talking about Disney.
Yeah.
Did Disney already come out with their earnings, though?
Let's see.
Or are they coming out? Oh, no, they're today. That's
after
okay.
the market.
For some reason in my head, I thought they might have come out, but no, this will be interesting, man.
So they're going to be looking for 21. Oh, look at the jump up on that.
I think that's Avengers Endgame.
Yeah.
You know, I think it's not bad when you release a movie and, you know,
Wow.
you get billions of dollars from all over the world.
So check this out,
Yeah.
folks. The last quarter they did 14.9 billion. They're looking for 21.4 billion.
Big numbers.
That's a monster, man.
Big numbers. And they must have some big movies planned for this quarter as well, as they got 20 billion in the
Seriously.
plan as well.
And of course, looks like we've been at highs. So.
Oh, yeah. I wonder how the conversation will shift around their streaming plan that's coming down the line.
Yeah.
I imagine that their conference call is going to be more important than most conference calls, as
Right.
the analysts,
For
you know,
sure.
try and dig out some of maybe. Is that cost still exactly where you planned, right?
Yep.
$7 in terms of the cost to the consumer. Still, what was it, $6.99 or $7.99?
Right.
And what about your expenditures? Where are those lining up as you start to
Right.
launch?
And I would say they get more momentum. And I'm only saying that in a personal sense because when they first come out, I said, I'm not going to do the Disney deal. But then they come up with the $7. I said, well, I'll probably do the Disney deal.
So
now
okay,
what's
yeah.
happened is that they get so much publicity. I'm saying to myself, oh, that's a great deal.
Yeah.
Really? Do you know what I mean?
agree.
If you want to
Totally
watch
agree.
a bunch of movies, it's like, okay, man.
If you got kids.
Yeah. Oh, you got kids, you're definitely there.
Yeah.
I mean, there's
Yeah.
you know, because I could sit in front of the World of Disney, whatever that was. I would sit there and wait for an hour for it to start.
What are you talking about?
When
World
I was
of
a
Disney?
kid.
I don't know, the wide world, the Disney
Yeah.
or whatever?
I'd sit in front of that freaking TV,
When you were
man,
a kid.
an hour
Yeah,
beforehand.
When you were a kid. I thought you were saying
Yeah.
I was
No.
like, when are you doing?
Yeah.
What's going on?
No.
No, kids.
Oh, my
You
God.
got kids, right. And,
Yeah.
and I think that's all Disney's worried about, at least in the get-go.
Yeah.
Now, what they're going to be able to do, though, is that they're going to package it. They're going to package it with Hulu. They're
Yeah.
going to package it with ESPN+. So you can get the Disney, but then if you, maybe for you, outside of kids, you can go package those. So that'll really be how they accelerate, because you get the Disney Plus service by itself.
Yeah.
Everybody with kids gets that, and then they probably try and incorporate you into a package with Hulu and ESPN, which would make sense, man. You got the 3 of those. That's not a bad deal.
Reel it in, baby.
Reel it in.
Dow's up 92, Nasdaq's up 60, S&P's up 28. Come right back, folks.
I'm certain you are or strive to be one of the best at everything you do in life. It's the most common trait that we tigers and tigresses share. If you're looking to become the best of the best when it comes to managing your money, let me teach you to do what most wealth managers tell you can't be done, which is how to time the markets. I'm Steve Rhodes, author of Mastering Probability, and for the last 12 months, Timer Digest has been tracking my newsletter signals, which have earned me the ranking as their #1 market timer in the nation for the S&P 500 for the last 12, 6, and 3 months. Timer Digest also ranks me as the #1 market timer for gold as well. The fact is, markets can be timed, and I'll teach you the exact set of tools that I use that has transformed me into one of the best at what I do. Sign up for Mastering Probability today by clicking on the newsletter tab on the homepage of TFNN.com and get immediate access to workshops where I take you step by step how to use an extraordinary set of tools as well as provide great market calls too. Sign up today.
It's amazing to think that Tom O'Brien started his weekly gold report 17 years ago with the first issue published April 7th, 2002, when gold was trading at under $300 per ounce. Gold peaked at more than $1,900 in 2011, and after spending many years consolidating at lower prices, gold may be poised for its next big run. Tom O'Brien publishes his weekly gold report every Monday morning for subscribers, consisting of coverage of the XAU, HUI, GDX, the dollar, bonds, South African Rand, as well as 25 different mining equities with specific buy-sell recommendations. As of April 1st of this year, the Gold Report currently has 8 active positions with an average unrealized profit of almost 8% for each open trade. New subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. For all the details and to start your Gold Report subscription today, visit the front page of TFNN.com. Don't let gold's next big run pass you by. Sign up today. Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now up 88, Nasdaq up 58, S&P's up 28. When we start talking agriculturals and China, folks, these are some numbers. Farming is a tough business. But listen to this number. This number is pretty intense. So the Bloomberg Grains Subindex is will test new third quarter lows as production. Now this is important. As production shortfalls from dry weather in the U.S. can't offset Chinese freeze out of American agricultural products. So what that's saying is that we have a shortfall, so you're not growing as much because of the weather, right? But listen to this number, folks. This is crazy. U.S. farmers stand to lose all of $9.1 billion market in 2018, which was down sharply from $19.5 billion farmers exported to China in 2017.
Yeah.
Those numbers are like sick.
They are pretty staggering.
It's amazing. So you got, let's see. So Zippy Devel, president of the American Farm Bureau Federation, said the tariff war is worsening the plight of farmers already reeling from low commodity prices and bad weather. In the first half of the year, Chinese restrictions, U.S. farm exports to the country fell $1.3 billion. It's not billion.
In the first half of the year, before China's restrictions, U.S. farm exports to the country fell $1.3 billion.
Yeah. And let me just, I'm interested in to pull up Deere for a second, because what's going to happen is that these companies are going to get hit. These tractor companies, they're at highs now. consolidation, but Deere's at 151, the high's 175. But these are some of those larger farm suppliers. I'd keep your eye on those.
Cool.
Yeah.
15 months until the election.
Yeah.
I joke, but it's true.
Stay right there, folks. We got Fast Market coming up next, and we got our man, Mr. Basil Chapman, Steve Rhodes, Dave White. Be back this afternoon. Thanks, pal.
Thanks, man.
Go get him, folks.